The best advice is that we need people from all different generations to be working harmoniously together, because everybody has some value to bring, everybody has a seat at the table, and a lot of big organisations that were created by millennials have realised this and have started employing people from older generations, because when they first started it was just, it was all their mates, and then they realised that the depth and breadth of experience in the room was pretty shallow. So Airbnb is a really good example of that. They have a really diverse workforce, and it's about understanding that there needs to be a transference of knowledge both ways. The baby boomers and Gen Xers have a lot of experience, and it's all around, I guess, their EQ. So emotional intelligence, I think, comes with age. Like, it takes time to develop through experience, and sage advice is sometimes worth its weight in gold. But what millennials bring to the table is what I call DQ, or digital intelligence, and what we're seeing is a lot of millennials being promoted because of that, but what they lack is that life experience. So surrounding yourself with people from all different backgrounds. I mean, I think that age diversity is just another form of diversity, right? So if you have an organisation that's just filled with young guns, then you're going to have some blind spots. You need to have a balance. So for millennial leaders, it's really understanding that you need to engage with those older generations, utilise their experience, bring them in on conversations and include them, and not write them off and think, oh, well, they're an old codger, they don't really know about this tech thing or whatever it is. They may not know about the tech part of it, but they will know about the consumer history of that product, and it may not be relevant now, but it's still going to add value to the conversation. And Airbnb is a really good example of that. They hired a guy who was from the hotel industry, so bricks and mortar hotels, and he talks about when he first walked into the first meeting and they were talking about some kind of part of the technology of the platform of Airbnb, and someone asked him a question, he had no idea what they were talking about, and he realised very quickly that he was in a different world, but he did still bring knowledge and experience to the table, and they obviously really valued that. So I think that young people need to be respectful, but the older generations also need to be respectful. We need to meet halfway.